So recently, many people, myself included, have talked a lot about how much content used to be in the older Halo games, like co-op campaign and matchmaking and custom games and Forge and theater and firefight and a progression system, a file share, and all the other extra bells and whistles. And that amount of content in a single video game is truly impressive, even by today's standards. Well, especially by today's standards. So when it comes to that content-rich experience that you used to get with a Halo game, I think between myself and many others, we've covered this extensively. The older Halo games, and even the newer Halo games, have a lot of content, a lot of different features and modes. It's just that, the newest Halo game, Halo Infinite, has significantly less than an older Halo game like Halo Reach. But overall, when you play a Halo game, you are playing a game that offers a lot more variety than many other games do. But in this video today, I don't want to discuss that. I don't want to regurgitate the same talking points that many of us are aware of at this point. In this video, I want to talk a little bit about why Halo is such a good game at its core. Not because of all the other content. I mean, all the content in a Halo game, like I said, is very impressive, and it is a reason that so many different people enjoy Halo. But even if Halo did not offer all the variety that it does, even if there wasn't a campaign, there wasn't Forge mode and custom games, even without all that, Halo's gameplay is incredibly strong on its own. Now, you might be thinking to yourself, well, no shit, we've figured that out a long time ago. And same goes for me. I fell in love with Halo way back in the day. But recently, I've been thinking about how good Halo's gameplay actually is, more than ever before. And I think that's because recently I branched out and I played another game, Apex Legends. And I know that game is popular among many, but I'm not a fan. But playing that game opened my eyes more than they already were at how good Halo's gameplay actually is compared to every other fucking game. And so what exactly am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about Halo's controls, the movement, the shooting, the throwing grenades, how your shields recharge, how your movement isn't slowed when you scope in with a weapon. Everything about Halo's controls and mechanics feel so damn good. Halo is a game where I can hop on, shut my brain off, and just play and have a good time. And I don't say that because Halo is a easy game with no depth. No, not at all. Halo has a ton of depth compared to other games. The reason I say that is because Halo's controls and mechanics are so goddamn intuitive. When I'm in a game of Halo and I'm jumping around, throwing grenades, shooting, meleeing, strafing, and everything else in between, it just feels so natural and fluid. And I understand that not everyone is going to enjoy the way Halo feels and plays, but I'm just saying, for me, for what I like in a video game, Halo's controls feel amazing. That is what I like. I like being able to just jump around, throw grenades, move and shoot at the same time. Very easy to pick up weapons. You automatically pick up grenades. Everything about that, it's just so damn good. It feels so right. Now, in Apex Legends, think about when you wipe a team. There will be 3 death boxes on the ground, and you can go up to each of them and open them, and now you're scrolling through a list of items, and you can select which weapon you want, and then you gotta select all the attachments for it, and the grenades you want, and the heals, because you have to manually heal in Apex. And then you go to the next death box and open that and scroll through that list and select all the things. Oh, your inventory's full. I gotta go in my inventory, throw some things out of there. Okay, go back in the death box. I fucking hate it, bro. I cannot stand that shit. I also can't stand how you have to heal yourself in Apex Legends. Whenever you take damage, you have to use either shield cells or shield batteries, syringes, med packs, a Phoenix kit, whatever, to heal yourself. And if you don't have shield batteries or the bigger med packs, you have to pop shield cell after shield cell or syringe after syringe after syringe to heal yourself. And I mean, that's a couple seconds here, a couple seconds there. It all adds up. And your mobility is limited when you're healing as well. You can't sprint around while you're healing. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. It's just not a good feeling game. I mean, sure, it feels good maybe to run and slide and jump around, but that's about it. Everything else I just cannot stand. But then in Halo, you don't have to heal yourself. Your shields just automatically recharge if you don't take damage for a couple seconds. Yeah, I know there were med packs in Halo CE and Halo Reach, but even then, your shields still recharged on their own when you didn't take damage. Also in Halo, when you want to pick up a weapon, you just walk over it and press a button. You don't even have to be looking at the weapon when you do it. Grenades, you automatically pick them up, and then it's just a single button press to throw it. You don't have to press a button to pull the grenade out first and then line it up and throw it. No, you just hit a button and it throws the grenade. Like, Halo's gameplay, it just feels so great, and it's what I like in a video game. It might not be for everyone, but it's definitely for me. That's what I like. It just feels so good. The controls are so intuitive. And again, you can just hop on, turn your brain off, and just play. I don't say that because the game's easy or doesn't have any depth. It's just the controls, the movement, the mechanics, very intuitive. But in a game like Counter-Strike or Valorant, I can't just run around, jump around the map while shooting my gun, throwing grenades. Doesn't work like that, because in those games, there's a movement penalty. So you can't shoot while you're moving or jumping, or else your shots will be very inaccurate. You also have to be mindful of how fast you're shooting your weapon, because if you shoot too fast, the spray pattern will go crazy and you'll miss a lot of your shots. And I'm not saying these things are bad. I'm not saying that spray patterns and movement penalties are bad. I'm just saying that they're contrary to what I enjoy about a game. And what do I enjoy in a game? Well, I enjoy not having to worry about standing still when I shoot. I like being able to run around and jump and strafe while I am shooting my weapon. It is the most counterintuitive thing to me when I play Counter-Strike and Valorant, and I have to stand still in many cases when I shoot my weapon. Like, that is just so weird to me, and I still can't get used to it no matter how much I play. That is just so fucking weird. And I guess that's because I've played so much Halo, and in Halo, a lot of the time, you are moving and shooting at the same time. And also, that's the case for a lot of other games I've played. It's mainly games like Counter-Strike and Valorant that have this movement penalty, where your shots are inaccurate when you're moving. But again, I'm not saying that's bad. I'm not saying Counter-Strike or Valorant would be better games without that. I'm just saying that's not what I enjoy in the games I play, right? I mean, and I'm not saying I've never enjoyed Valorant or Counter-Strike. I'm just saying I prefer a game where I can move and shoot at the same time. We all have different preferences, and that is one of mine. So yeah, that's kind of it for this video. I just wanted to discuss that a little bit, how good Halo's gameplay feels compared to other games. Like, I could just hop on there and everything feels so right. And I don't think that's just because I've played so much Halo. I just think Halo has really good mechanics and controls. Halo's gameplay is so fluid, like everything flows seamlessly. Like, there's not really any breaks in the gameplay. Yeah, some game modes are round-based, but what I mean by no breaks is like, you don't have a moment where you wipe a team and then you have to go loot their death boxes. Or the end of a round in Valorant or Counter-Strike and you buy your weapons and your gear. And again, Not saying those things are bad. I want to make that crystal fucking clear. I'm not saying that. Don't get all defensive defending those games. Like, no, I'm not saying that shit's bad. I'm talking about what I like in a game. Halo is such a seamless fucking game. Running around, throwing grenades, picking up the snipe, jumping off a ledge, no-scoping somebody in the face, running over their body, picking up the rocket launcher, shooting it at the Warhog. It flows so goddamn good. It's just a good feeling fucking game. I know many of you know what I'm talking about, and you've probably known for a long time, so have I, but it's been on my mind lately and I wanted to discuss it. And I understand these other games I'm referencing are different games, like Counter-Strike and Valorant are tactical shooters. Apex Legends is a battle royale. Halo is an arena shooter, so of course things are going to be different. Of course things are going to be more continuous in a arena shooter than in something like a battle royale and a tactical shooter. I understand that. I understand that. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, again, Halo's gameplay is more of what I prefer. And the reason I might sound kind of frustrated in this video is because Halo is in a bad spot right now. It's been in a bad spot for a long time, and there's no good alternative to a game like Halo. And so yeah, that's what's frustrating about it. The game I chose to sink a ton of time into, that's the game that went to shit, and there's no other game like it. Like a game like Call of Duty, there's tons of Call of Duty clones, okay? But Halo is one of a kind. And not to mention that Halo used to be on top. Used to be so far ahead of all the other games. And Halo is the game to go to shit like it has. And, it's just very annoying to think about. Anyways, that's going to do it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you on the next one. Peace out, everybody.